Hello viewers, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. This is Kimondo's View and I'm happy, I'm so happy that you are keeping in touch. Thank you too for your support, for having subscribed to this channel and even for sharing the videos to other people. You don't know how happy I am, and I can only continue giving you what you deserve because this is your right. To know, to get information. We are always told that information is power. And therefore today, I'm coming with another video that is very, I won't say it is exciting, but it's just too informative for you, parent. And especially the guardian. There are those guardians. When I say guardians, I mean a parent who is not the real parent of this child, but you have decided to be in charge of this child's life. Some of the guardians have picked up the children to live with them, while some support them when they are a little bit far from them. And I am talking to this guardian who is living with this child, because some of the guardians are not true to their words. They are not true to their word. They take a child, go with her or him, and then you make that child a slave. I have seen it, I've experienced it with some guardians, and it is so painful. Some of these children that you pick to come and live with you come from very poor background. And out of poverty, they still want a better life. And so you pick them and pretend to be a very good parent initially. And then when you go with these children, you start mistreating them. There are some of the reasons as to why maybe you are picking this child, because one may not be able to give birth, or maybe infertility cases. We also have some people who know that they are complicated. Their body is complicated and they cannot give birth, because the minute they do so, their life is in danger. And so maybe they survive on medicine. Then there are also those parents who adopt because they want to. Maybe they are so rich, or maybe they don't want to maybe bring up children of their own. And one has just decided in his or in her life, I would never have children of my own, but I'll adopt a child. I'll adopt a child, which is fine. It's okay. Even those parents who could be suffering because they have lost maybe some support. Maybe the husband, who used to be the full supporter of the home, has passed on. And so the mother is not able to take care of this child. Some of them go for these children because they are relatives. They say my sister's child, my brother's child, and so on. But then the minute you pick these children, what do you do to them? That's a question I am asking you, who is a guardian. Do you keep to your word that you take care of them, you give them education, you take them as your own children? Do you do that? Or you take these children as your slaves? This child you went to become now your slave. She's the one to take care of your children. Wake up very early in the morning. Prepare your children to go to school. And herself or himself goes to school while he or she is late to attend the classes, or at all, he or she doesn't attend the class. Hey, you beat these children mercilessly. There are even some marks where you have you had to bite them, you pinch them, you burn them with whatever it is, you pour them hot water, cold water. What do you think you are doing to this child's life? And in front of people, hey, huyu ndiye anaangalia mtoto wetu, huyu ndiye anaangalia mtoto wa fulani. You've instilled a lot of fear to this child that he or she cannot speak out and say what he or she is undergoing. I am asking you, guardian, what do you think you are doing? Do you think you own this life, that you'll be here to stay in this world forever? Don't you ask yourself, if this is my child who is being mistreated like this, how would I feel, whether in grave or alive? How would you feel? This is a child who has come to comfort you. A child is comfort, where you can cheer up with him or her, to bring peace into your home. Maybe you couldn't give birth to a child, and you have adopted this child. Why don't you take good care of him or her? This is an innocent angel who has come to your life. Instead, you don't even give them food. They survive on leftovers. Jesus Christ. This must stop. If you're not interested in bringing up a child, please don't take somebody's child. Let them survive on their own. Let their problems eat them, but not you. Eat this child slowly by slowly, because you want him, her dead. Watch it too. Let them be brighter than your children. Hey. They will never have peace. They will never even have time to study. When your children are studying in the evening, you give them workload to do. They sleep late in the night, taking care of you and your children. You will pay dearly. Think of how you have abused this child emotionally. Sometimes I understand you even tell them to go and look for their mother in the grave. Do you think you live forever? One day you'll also die. How I wish that you stopped this behavior so that you do not have to cry, or your children do not have to pay for what you did. Remember that these are God's children. They are not anybody's children. They are God's. Personally, I take children to be God's given. So when you don't take care of them, you are failing your God. You are failing your maker. So come on. Stop beating them. Stop pinching them. Stop biting them. Stop abusing them. Stop mistreating them in whichever way. But take care of them. Bring them up like your own children. You never know how many blessings you are hindering by not taking care of them. You as a guardian, please remember this, that these children would surely never have wanted to come to your home. But because of their situation, they came to live with you. And you promised before God to take care of them. The marks these children are having in their bodies, you have inflicted on them, will haunt you. Will haunt you and your children. Have you subscribed? please do so now before we continue. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This video is a sad one. I never wanted to say some of the things I've said, but it's just too emotional. When I see such children, how much they are suffering because of a grown-up who knows what pain is. May God bless you. And if you're in this character, may He guide you to change and adopt that child and take care of him or her in the best way possible, the best way that you can do it. See you next time. Remember to share the video. Subscribe.